It is how people gauge us from the time we get out of school and leave our parents' nests through the rest of our lives.
And there's ways to get extra credit, but we need to know how to do it, right? To get that score back up, right?
It's complicated.
So tell us the first thing, too. I mean, it's been tough. People have to foreclose and take their 401ks.
I'd like to say we were at the epicenter of the financial collapse in this country. You know, when you look at the top 25 zip codes for foreclosures that happen in this country, 23 of the 25 were here in Southern Nevada.
Wow.
So we really got hit hard in terms of the credit and financial crisis.
So what's your protocol when someone comes to you and they said, listen, I've had to, you know, the situation I'm in, how do I, you know, start over, or what do I go from here?
I think the first step really is saying, you know what, I'm committed to moving forward. I'm committed to paying the debts that I owe. I'm committed to getting it back on track. That's the first step. Ultimately, you know, 50% of Nevada residents has a collection of some sort on their credit. So while the financial collapse may not be what it was in 2008, we're still very much in recovery mode and getting people back on track. And ultimately to pay those bills, but for us to use them as a way to get them clean from the credit report.
And it can be complicated. Listen, a lot of us aren't financial majors. We didn't to do strict grade in economics and everything. How complicated is credit and getting it back on track?
It's really complicated. When you look at just some of the statistics, I'll give you a little credit nerdery right now.
Nerdery, I like that.
202 million credit files. 4 billion updates a month come into the credit bureaus from 30,000 different furnishers of information.
Jeez.
And you wonder why they can't get the details right in your own credit report. They're too busy taking information in.
And so we were just actually asking, too, you should know your credit score, but then we always worry that if we check it, we can get dinged, but that's not always the case.
Yeah, I mean, you're a good example. You're someone with an exceptionally high, you're in the top 2% credit score-wise yourself. It's very important to stay on top of it. If you turn around and start pulling it at the bank versus a consumer credit service like Credit Check Total or Experian or Equifax, one of those sites, you end up costing yourself about 5 to 10 points a piece. And you don't want to do that.
No, you want to get the A, for sure. You want the A.
Listen, you're an A student.
My dad was a school teacher, so my parents were like, credit, credit, credit. You know, make sure not to have any debt and everything like that, but appreciate it. Jason, what do you have, an A, B?
Probably a B.
That's okay.
I had horrible credit, but I've worked and, you know, to get it higher, so it's taken a while. All right.